When you go overseas and people from other countries are seeing pictures like that of, hey, that's who's the guy in the dress with the high heels on wearing the military gear with the fucking bald dude and
the places I go to, they don't care about any of that. They ask when they're going to get their next AT-4.
Next meal.
They ask where they're going to get another Carl Gustav. They're going to ask where they're going to get the next ground-to-air weapon. You know, they don't care. It is so cool to be in places where all of that bullshit doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're going to talk to a Ukrainian about the pronoun of a soldier in the military, they do not give a shit.
So they don't have any of that over there.
No,
they don't even have any context to ask that kind of question.
Gotcha.
Like they started training children in military resistance at around the age of 10, 15 years ago, because they knew that Russia would eventually invade. And so completely, you want to talk about walking into worlds that my brain has a really difficult time computing and how different they are. And when you walk up to an Eastern European soldier, like you go Slovakia, Hungary, Czech Republic, Poland. Poland just bought more Apaches than any other country in the entire world besides us. Why did they do that? Because the Apache is built to murder anything on the ground, and anything that comes from the east of them is going to die at the Poland border. You know, like that's the things that they're talking about right now.
Gotcha.
Those are real problems.
Yeah, because you always wonder what the outside perspective is on all this shit, because it seems like the media here focuses on it so fucking much, on pronouns, who this person should be called, what they are, what the military should be doing, and then
we end up focusing on it, which is what perpetuates the whole friggin' thing.
Right, when it's such a small percentage of society. It doesn't matter.
If you have other things you're doing, you don't give a shit about the stuff that doesn't matter. You can literally just, okay, that's cool. And I'm not saying to be ignorant. I'm not saying that there's not, that part of fixing that battle is taking on this purpose over here. So I'm not going to spend my time beating my head against a wall around the fact that this is something, I can't change this. I can't change this right now by having so I'm just going to go forward on the purpose.
The American media is basically like talking to a 5-year-old about Pokemon. They're trying to stretch this inane fucking bullshit out into a 24-hour cycle.
God damn,
Shut
dude.
the fuck up.
A 5-year-old about Pokemon. It's the truth, though.
It's like meaningless drivel that they're trying to convince you is important and convince you is worth your time, and it's not.
No. But if you have a purpose, all of that is noise. All of that is just this outlier that I don't care about.
What's your personal opinion on Zelensky? Because last time you were here, we chatted about Ukraine. You were over there. You guys did send me in the documentary and everything else, and we went through a whole gamut of topics on that show. For whatever reason, there was a clip that we published. The clips, as you know, from like Rogan and this, tend to explode faster, right? So we had a clip from that show that took off, and it was your prediction and response on what was going to happen to Ukraine. What is happening now versus...
We need like 6 more hours.
We have it. I don't know if you do.
No, they got to leave now, actually.
We have a hard out 3 minutes ago.
Okay.
But I'm just going to paint this picture. Imagine if 20% of America was invaded and is currently being occupied by a communist that came through Mexico. So a small portion of Texas, a small portion of Arizona, a small portion of New Mexico, right? And the government is getting, our government, American government, is getting infused with billions of dollars of aid from foreign countries. This current administration, do you think that Southern California would receive the same aid that the southwest portion of Texas would receive?
No.
No, it would not. Why not? Because of politics.
Yeah.
The exact same thing is taking place there. So when people talk about how corrupt these oligarchs are, and is Zelensky? Of course he is, and we are no better. We are the exact same. You could even overlay, it's so much more nuanced and it's way more complex, but you could overlay our current political organization and how we choose federally where money is being spent, which states get it, how they're getting it. If they have like pro-choice laws, that state gets extra money. You know, like I'm not going to give them any federal assistance if they don't politically align with me, Florida, Texas, compared to California, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona. You know, like it is a stark contrast comparatively as to which ones are going to get that kind of assistance. The same thing happens over there. In my opinion, those are two similar forms of being corrupt, and I don't support either of them. But like, you can't throw stones from your glass house, just like every single person is, because they don't understand how complex that really is. But that's how it works. And does that mean I like Zelensky? No, but I hate communists. And And will I fight communism at every single opportunity that I can to include it in our borders and in our schools? Yes. Where it's currently trying to be infused into every single curriculum they have access to? Yes. So let's build men, real men that will go and fight this shit.
One last question here, super quick.
These are some tough questions at the end here.
We got it. They're quick. They're quick.
Okay.
They're quick.
I could talk about that for
prediction
hours.
of when that will end.
Oh, man.
It's not going to end for 25 years probably. Not in its current form, but it'll continue.
Best guess, Tim.
Oh, yeah, that's not going away. Winter's coming. We're going to talk about a humanitarian crisis of apocalyptic proportions this winter right now in Eastern Europe. They're not going to have enough power. People are going to freeze to death. People are going to starve to death. And there's nothing that we can do about it. And then come late winter, early spring, you're going to see another wave of Russian aggression.
That's going to pour over into northern Africa, especially northern and eastern Africa.
They're already fighting over it.
There's so much wheat. 12% of the world's wheat comes from Russia and Ukraine. It's going to spill over from there too.